everybody, Dandy-ass here! And today is going to be really exciting because there's been a new update for Friday the 13th, the game, and all the new information is out. It's available to us. It's awesome, and we're going to look at it right here, right now. So buckle up, sit tight, and get ready for the thrills and chills. Okay, so there's actually a lot of new stuff in this update, so I'm going to go through it one at a time. First things first, we have a new counselor, and this counselor is particularly exciting because it's Shelly. Don't know Shelly? Shelly is from Friday the 13th Part 3. And what's most intriguing is Shelly is the man who originally had the hockey mask that Jason then stole and wore and became his iconic mask for the series. It began with Shelly. He had the mask. He was a practical joker in the movie. The mask was a bit of a scare gimmick, and Jason stole it. He put it on, and he's worn it ever since. So Shelly kind of started the whole Jason wearing a hockey mask gimmick. So this is really exciting. It's really intriguing that we have him here specifically, and I'm excited. What are his stats, you ask? Well, they're right over here. And what you'll notice about Shelly is that he actually has some interesting comparisons to other counselors we've already seen. First thing to note is there's no level requirement. You have him right off the bat. He has a 6 out of 10 composure. Pretty good at containing his fear. 1 out of 10 luck. Yeah. 5 out of 10 repair, so about as good as Kenny. 4 out of 10 speed, not a very fast runner, kind of makes sense. He's a slightly pudgy guy. 4 out of 10 stamina, once again, pudgy, makes sense. 8 out of 10 stealth, which I thought was kind of interesting, but then again, it made sense. Shelly actually had a few jump scares of his own in Friday the 13th Part 3, so it makes sense that he'd have good stealth in-game. And then last but not least, and one of the really interesting ones, I think, is a 7 out of 10 strength. This is one of the first times we've really seen a character that's really high in both strength and stealth. So I'm really excited to see how this works out in gameplay. He'll be able to hide from Jason pretty well, but then when the moment is right, he'll be able to actually swing and strike pretty well. Sadly, the luck is going to work against him on weapon durability, but that's been the case for pretty much all the attackers, so nothing new there. Now, the second bit of awesome new stuff is the Virtual Cabin 2.0, which is now available everywhere. I think it's going to be available later on for Xbox, but it's going to be available on all platforms for free. This is for everyone, and this is amazing. Don't know what the Virtual Cabin is? Here, I'll give you a quick rundown based on their description. For those unfamiliar, the Virtual Cabin is a combination museum to Friday the 13th and an interactive dev diary to the game. 2.0 is far larger in scope, not only with information and accessibility, but it includes far more than meets the eye if you start to explore. This is basically the way the devs give you all the little Easter eggs, all the fun little tidbits about the movies and the game, as well as hint at the future content that they're working on. This is really, really fun and exciting stuff because before this was not available to you unless you got the Virtual Cabin back when they were running the backer kit. This is now going to be available for everyone, and it's been updated. There's new stuff. You basically explore one of the maps in first-person mode, and you find things to interact with. But there's also puzzles. I haven't explored it yet, but they've said that there's supposed to be some kind of puzzle-solving mechanic to help you find some of the secret content that might hint at future content, like future Jasons or future maps. I don't know. I definitely am going to be exploring this Virtual Cabin, and if you guys want me to make a video showing my exploration of it, let me know in the comments and I'll make sure I do that. But this is going to be really exciting. I think there's going to be a lot of cool stuff to explore, a lot of interesting things that we might discover, and it's just going to be really fun to explore the game in from a whole new perspective. Alright, this one is particularly fun. The level cap has been increased. Before it was 101, now it's 150. So for all you guys out there who are just hardcore Jason killers or counselor survivors, you now have some new content to unlock. There's going to be new Jason skins. They haven't given much detail as to what the Jason skins are. The only one they've hinted at is that we're going to be able to unlock the bloody Jason skins. That's right. We're going to have Jason smothered in blood. This is a very Dead by Daylight move, and I love it. I love it. I want to see Part 3 Jason just smattered in blood. That's going to be awesome. There's going to be new counselor clothing options. We're going to have more variety in the colors that we can choose for different counselors. This is also going to include Mitch and Fox, and I'm hoping will also include Shelly. So this means that we're going to have more options for them as well. Also, the one I'm most excited for, new kills. we're going to have new kills for Jason to be unlocked. If I remember correctly, I forget the exact levels. I think that you unlock the next kill at level 113 and the other one at 125. Double check me on that because I don't quite remember. I'm pretty sure one was 125. Anyways, these are kills that, if I remember correctly, are going to be available for all the Jasons. They're one of the generic kills. One of them is called Disarm. It basically sounds like the vertical version of the tree kill, where he puts his foot on a counselor's chest and pulls in the arms until he rips him off. It sounds vicious. And the second one is Free Kick. And the best I can tell is it looks like he almost curb stomps the survivor. Once again, I have seen neither of these kills. I don't think anyone has been able to see them yet because I don't know of anyone who's actually reached the new level cap. This has only just happened. So when we get there, we're going to have to check out those kills. I am very far away from level 100, so it's going to be a while before I get them, but definitely go look for them because they're going to be amazing. The other thing that they've stated is that there's going to be future additional content, so they're going to be adding more stuff that we earn at these levels when we reach them. There might even be a level cap increase again in the future. I'd be surprised if there wasn't, but this is exciting. This means that we have so much more to unlock now than we did before. This is going to be great. I originally was going to save this point for last, but the last one I think is going to be the most exciting to leave off on. So second to last note is that, remember when we got the extra kill animation pack for Part 4 Jason? We now have one for Part 7 Jason. He's getting 3 brand new kills. I've already checked the Steam store, and these kills are not available right now, but they have been confirmed. They're on their way. We're getting 3 new kills specifically for Part 7 Jason. This is going to be a lot of fun. Part 7 Jason's been needing a lot of love. He's, I think, right now the least popular Jason, just because his mechanics are the toughest to figure out. He's the perfect anti-stealth Jason, but he also has some distinctive weaknesses, particularly in mobility. So I really hope that he gets some love because of these new kills. I really hope that he starts showing up more often because Part 7 Jason is one of the best looking Jasons and he needs more love. So be on the lookout for this upcoming kill pack. It is going to be available for $2.99 USD when it does come out. And I'm just as excited as pretty much anyone else. The second it becomes available, I'm getting it. And last but not least, in fact, this is probably not last, not least, this is probably last, but probably the best thing. There is a perk event going on. So this has already begun. This began the other day. This began yesterday for me, probably 2 days ago when you watch this video. Going through the 23rd, your chances of rolling a rare or epic perk are much higher. So you have a greater chance to earn higher value perks now. So this is really fun if you have a really bad set of perks or you've been saving your CP. Now may be a good time to spend them. But the other really cool thing, and these are the two parts I think are the most fun. From the 23rd through the 27th, your chances of finding both Pamela and Jarvis tapes will be increased. If you're so this means if you're playing the game at all, any of the maps, you have a much higher chance of finding any one of the tapes. You're low on those tapes, you need to find more, play between the 23rd and the 27th because your chances are much higher. And then, of course, what would a celebratory event be without double CP? Starting December 23rd and going through January 2nd, we will have a double CP event. Now, this does not apply to when you level up. So when you level up, you'll still get 500 CP, but all of your in-game earned CP, that will all be doubled. Actually, one thing I almost forgot to add. So I'm sorry, I said the last thing was the last thing, but I'm a big fat liar. And if you've been watching my videos, you know this by now. The last thing to add is they have now added an offline mode. It's a very simple mode. It works very similarly to playing a private match with your friends, but instead of playing with your friends, fuck your friends, now you get to play against bots. You get to decide both the difficulty of them. I haven't tested this out yet, so I'm assuming this just refers to their skill, so how well they can shoot you with the flares and the guns, or how many times they'll fail skill checks when repairing items on cars and whatnot. It could be any one of those things. So you can control the difficulty, but you can also control the number of counselors. Why is this going to be a lot of fun? Well, I don't think you earn actually any CP from this. Once again, they've said nothing about that, and I haven't tried it, so I don't think you get CP from playing offline. But, and here's the reason I think this will be useful, this will give us a great chance to practice as Jason. Even when your preference is set to Jason, a lot of people don't get to play him that frequently. So I think this will be a great way to really hone your skills, get the feel for each Jason, get a chance to try out their different abilities, their different strengths, different weaknesses, find your style, find your play. I think we're going to start seeing more better Jason players because we have this offline training mode, so to speak. And that's pretty much all there is to the new content. I hope that this was informational to you. I hope this has you as hyped up to play the game as it has me to play. I tell you right now, I'm so freaking excited. And yeah, so thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, share with a friend. And I'll catch you guys the next video. Probably killing or being killed. Because that's the best thing on earth to be doing. Toodaloo!